But what these drugs do to geniuses is different than what they do to an ordinary person. This is an interesting show topic unto itself, by the way. I've told you before I smoked marijuana in college like everyone I knew did, except for the few nerdy kids, God bless them, they were smart enough to avoid it. I hated marijuana, what it did to me. I hated it, but I did it because it was part of the initiation rite of the crowd I was with, and also because everybody smoked it, and you're considered a schmuck if you didn't. A weakling, a loser, you weren't hip, you weren't cool. And, you know, every time I smoked it, I had a paranoid reaction. My palms would sweat. I'd have a sense of reality would change. I hated the stuff. But I went along with it because I was a kid under peer pressure. And people would say to me, what's wrong with you? Why do you have paranoia from marijuana? It mellows me out. And I was saying to myself, you know what? There's a difference between a guitar and a violin. And most of the people who got mellowed out from marijuana were like a banjo with two strings. I didn't know I was a Stradivarius. You don't screw with a Stradivarius. You know what I'm saying? If you're a banjo, good, marijuana is wonderful for you. Oh, I'm mellow. I'll have some tequila and marijuana. I'll get really mellow. Well, good, because you got a one-string guitar, that's all. A one-string banjo, so it mellowed you out. But go try to deal with it if you're a harp, or a harpsichord as a human being, or a mind like a harpsichord. You don't want to tamper with drugs if you got a harpsichord for a brain. And I want you to tell your children that. That drugs are for the banjos, not for the harpsichords amongst us. This society can only be saved by the harpsichord minds. The alphas. God bless the alphas.
Warning. The Michael Savage Show contains adult language, adult content, psychological nudity. Listener discretion is advised.